Here is a small presentation by our very own alimas about the blessed companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى في شأن حبيبه تعليما وتكريما ومخبرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم عليه. Praise to be the Almighty Allah, and peace be upon Prophet Muhammad Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his sacrificed and dedicated companions as well as their followers till the day of judgment. Today I am here to talk about the generous person and the king of battle, who is THALHA ibn UBADULLAH radiallahu anhu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu was mostly known for being the son of the promised paradise. He was also a companion of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was bestly known for his roles in the Battle of Uhud and the Battle of the Camels. He was also given the title the Generous by Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. THALHA bin Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu was born in 594 CE, the son of Ubaydullah bin Uthman radiallahu anhu of the Taym clan of the Quraysh tribe in Mecca. His mother Al-Sa'aba bint Abdullah was from the Hadram tribe. He was described as a dark-skinned man with a lot of wavy hair, a handsome face and a narrow nose, liked to water saffron-dyed clothes and musk. He was a successful cloth merchant. In 612 CE, his kinsman Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu took him to visit Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu became a Muslim. He was said to have been one of the first 8 converts. He was a wealthy businessman and used to travel to different places for trade and commerce. It was during one of his trips to Syria that he had met a Christian monk who informed him about the coming of the lost prophet, who, according to the scriptures, would appear in the lands of Arabia. The news was interesting for THALHA bin Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu, and soon after his return to Mecca, he realized that the story told by the monk was going to affect his life. And after his return, he learned that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was started claiming himself as a prophet, and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu was by his side. He was so sure of the character told and honesty of both Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. And after having analyzing the whole situation, he said to himself, these two can never be partners in anything wrong or false. He immediately went to Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu to inquire about the claims of the both. And Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu took him to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he declared his faith and said the Shahada. The Quraysh was surprised and furious over the reversion of THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu and tried every possible way to return him back from the religion of Muslim. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given the title THALHA of bounty and goodness and THALHA of generosity. One of the companions of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I accompanied THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu on journeys and stayed with him at home, and I haven't found anyone who was more generous with food, with clothes and with money than THALHA. THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu missed the first battle fought for Islam, the Battle of Badr. However, he got the second chance to take part in the Battle of Uhud. He fought valiantly and proved his mettle in the battlefield as well. At Uhud, when the tables were turned against the Muslims and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu who came for the rescue of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and repelled the Meccan fighters by fighting bravely. THALHA supported and shielded Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his left arm and valiantly wielded the sword by his right hand. The incident caused by THALHA ibn Ubaydullah radiallahu anhu more than 70 wounds over his body, which eventually made him unconscious. Thereafter, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever is pleased to see a man still walking on the earth who had completed his span of life, let him look at Talha radiallahu anhu. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu used to say that the entire day belonged to Talha radiallahu anhu. He protected Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam's face in the battle of Uhud from an arrow by taking the spot in his own hand, as a result of which his 2 fingers were paralyzed. He has also hit twice in his head. It was also said that he had suffered more than 75 wounds in the battlefield. Talha bin Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu was fought the battle of the trench and all the battles with Allah's messengers. The battle of the camel was fought between Ali on one side and Aisha, Talha and Zubair on the other side on 10th December 656 CE. During the battle, Marwan ibn al-Hakam, who was fighting on the same side as Aisha, shot Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu on his stick. Marwan commented, "After this, I will never again see a killer of Uthman." Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu hugged his horse and galloped off the battlefield. He lay down using a stone as pillow while the auxiliaries tried to staunch the blood flow. Whenever they stopped pressing, the blood resumed. Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu said, "Stop it. It was an arrow sent by God." He died of this injury at his age of 64. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. According to a hadith, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam had named Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu among the 10 promised paradise, which was named as Al-Ashrat al-Mubashshara bil Jannah. The tomb of Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu was now located in Basra, Iraq. May Allah be pleased with Talha ibn Ubaidullah radiallahu anhu and make us among his companies. Ameen. Wa akhir dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.